Hi guys, and welcome to our Unit 1. This is our thematic unit. This land is your land, the American identity. And you can see it's right here. Now, this video will be up here. To get into this, you would have to have made an 80 or above on your pretest. So, if you are hearing this video, awesome job on your pretest. Because of that, you are in our advanced and proficient group. And so that means that things will work a little bit differently for you throughout this instructional cycle. And I'll explain that. So we're going to have 8 weeks, and that does not obviously include our orientation week that you should have done, otherwise you wouldn't even be able to see this. And that means you would have taken your pretest and the OHS quiz, or the quiz about the OHS. And now you can see this. So we're going to have 8 weeks. All right, and we're going to look through this, and you're going to see all of the things you have to do, and I'm going to talk to you about some things that can help you as you move through. Your assignments have to be completed in order. One assignment won't open unless you've done the assignment before it. If there are some practice quizzes, then those could be a conditional release for an assignment to open up. So you want to make sure that you can see those assignments, that you know what's coming up, and that you're completing your work in order. Now that being said, your stuff will, if you got in there and just started working and you completed everything, in a few weeks, that's one thing, but I think really what you're going to probably want to do is try to work week by week. All right, so you're going to see this at the beginning of every week, what's going to be happening that week, day by day, and it says make sure you complete all this week's assignments to unlock the next week. So for example, for week 1, if you do not do the practice quizzes and the discussion question, then week 2 will not open for you. So you need to make sure that you are doing those things. You don't necessarily have to do them on the days they're due, but they do have to be due before the second week is open to you. All right, so we're going to start off here. This is our essential question. What does it mean to be an American? And I want you to use this Padlet to tell me what you think. The cool thing about Padlet is that you can do it right here. Double click, and then a little square is going to open. Put your name as the title, and tell me, what does it mean to you to be an American? You can use words, video, audio, pictures, all of those things you can add into the Padlet. Just let me know. I want to know what you think, and we're going to keep coming back to this question. Now you're going to see that once you are here, you can just scroll through and see things. Now, obviously, I'm in the teacher view. You're not going to be able to see a lot of this stuff because of the release conditions, but I'm just showing you what is coming up. All right. So we're going to have 8 weeks, and each week is going to be structured pretty much the same. Every day or most days, you'll have a USA Test Prep question of the day and vocabulary of the day. And as you can see by these instructions right here, you have to actually click here on question of the day. And then it'll pop up like this. If you don't, if you just click anywhere else in here, it won't work. So make sure you click on the actual words. We're talking about MLA formatting this week. So we got some videos, some things to help you understand it. And then there's a practice quiz. All right, and so you click, these quizzes are required and they're part of your grade, so don't let practice throw you. So make sure you are doing these practice quizzes. All right, and so Tuesdays are our general session days at 9:30. You're going to see those marked as optional on your calendar. I would suggest you come. I would suggest that you think, okay, every single day from 9:30 to 10:30 is American Lit time. There's a general session, I might as well go, because let me tell you what's going to happen in those general sessions. We're going to do the work, maybe for that day and the day before, the day after, but we're going to work in the OHS. I'm not trying to make you do double work. I'm not trying to make you show up to a general session, give you a lot of extra things to do, and then send you to the OHS. Absolutely not. We're going to do it all in class, so you might as well show up and get some help. All right, and so this is week 1. As you can see, we're going through and we're talking about research. We're talking about Galileo, another practice quiz. We're learning about Park, another practice quiz, another general session on Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, you might as well come to class. I'd love to have you. I know it's going to say optional. All right, and then we're going to move on. We're talking about some textual evidence, another practice quiz, and then we have Friday come up, and you have a discussion question. All right. Now, here's a rubric for the discussion question. So this is week 1. If you don't do all of those things from week 1, week 2 will not open for you. You won't be able to see what week 2 has to offer you or what you need to do to be able to stay on pace. And I'm going to be contacting you if you haven't been doing these things because you're going to get off pace, you're going to get behind, and we all know what can happen when that happens. You'll be moved to the group that is required to come to class, which is not necessarily a bad thing because we want to make sure that you're getting everything you need. All right, so starting the week of of August 27th, we start our small groups. There's a small group session for you guys Monday afternoons at 3 o'clock, and we're going to be doing EOC and USA Test Prep, working on EOC review and USA Test Prep. Once again, you're going to see that this is optional. Now, the USA Test Prep is stuff that we'll be doing, and that will be required that you do, and that will be part of your grade. So you might as well come to the small group and get it done. And then, of course, that Tuesday we have a general session. And you'll see we're learning here about literary devices. I love a good literary device and the practice quiz. All right, and then Wednesday and Thursday of that week, we have a small group. It's optional, but you can come at 9:30 on Wednesday, and then a general session on Thursday at 9:30. And then this is what a normal week will look like for the rest of the cycle. And then every Friday at 10:30, we have a small group for writing and assignment help. So show up if we are working on an assignment or if we're doing some writing workshop stuff that's going to help you. If you got a little behind that week, show up and I can help you there as well. So that is there. You'll see it on your schedule. And then there's a quiz. So you're going to see week 3 will not open up if you didn't do that literary devices practice and you didn't take the quiz on the story that we read. So as you can see, we are pacing. Now, you could go through and do all of the things in week 2 on Monday, and then week 3 will go ahead and open up to you. That's okay. That's fine if you get ahead. I just don't want you to get behind. All right, and so now I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down, getting close to the end of Instructional Cycle 1. So much awesome stuff in here. Sometimes it slows me down just a little bit when I'm scrolling. And sometimes when I'm scrolling, I get a little seasick. You might need to look the other way. But that's okay. I've got reminders, and this stuff's going to pop up in your announcements every day. I'm not going to let you guys forget what you need to do for American Lit. This is an EOC class. You want to be as successful as possible. All right, so we're scrolling on down, getting close to the end of the instructional cycle. You can see some of the awesome stuff that we're doing. I'm very excited. All right, and so week 7 and 8 as we are ending. So week 7, we don't have a full week. We're going to be doing some stuff in class on Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm going to scroll on down. Y'all, can you tell I like Bitmojis? I do. That Wednesday, will be a study session, a group review session for our IA1. We're doing it on that Wednesday because English, all of English, takes their IA1 on Thursday. You have to come to class to take your IA1, and you're going to be invited to either an 8:30 session or a 10:30 session. So, and you should have no other sessions that day. No one else should be inviting you to anything on that day unless it's later on in the day, but nothing should conflict with these 2 times. You come, you take your IA, and you are done, guys. You are absolutely done with Instructional Cycle 1. Actually a little early, which is kind of cool, because this year we have a fall break. We are out Friday, October 5th, and Monday, October 8th, which is awesome. And then for some reason you did not take your IA on that Thursday, you'll be invited to these makeup times until you make it up. You also can be invited to a makeup time if you're missing work, but I don't think that's going to be the case for any of you. I think you're going to have everything done. Take that IA on Thursday and enjoy a light week 8. All right, guys, so this is just an overview of what we're going to be doing, what the expectations are. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to help you, and most importantly, I'm here to keep you on track as we move throughout this unit. Let me know if you need anything.